I'm Dennis Bragg in Missoula. When you think what industries provide the leading number of jobs in Montana, you're probably focused on agriculture, perhaps mining or forest products. While all those are still very important to the economy, a new report says healthcare is actually at the top of the list in some communities. The report from the University of Montana's Bureau of Business and Economic Research was prepared for the Montana Hospital Association and uses audited findings from 56 of the state's 60 non-governmental hospitals. Researchers found they account for close to 12% of Montana's private sector employment and 13% of total private sector wages.
I think the strength of the study is that it was based on actual operating information. If you look at employment in the most recent year, 2020, you can see that healthcare share of total state jobs, just less than 16%, larger than any other major industry across the state.
And it's not just Montana's large hospitals getting that economic credit. Even smaller hospitals in the rural counties are toward the top of the list.
You find that all these counties in red, which include almost all the urbanized counties in the state, healthcare is the top employer.
The Hospital Association said it asked for the report to better gauge the state of Montana's healthcare and help policymakers with planning and especially preserving smaller hospitals. Although they point out Montana isn't seeing the consolidation trend where bigger hospitals are taking over. Here, alliances are being built.
Is making capital available to them that they otherwise wouldn't perhaps have access to. It's having smarter purchasing that takes place. It is sharing a risk. Whether it be medical liability risk or financial risk over a larger group.
Yet even with all that money flowing, Rasmussen says there are challenges for Montana's hospitals, such as in Granite County, where it's costing more to hire staff.
The rates that they're paying for traveling nurses and traveling CNAs. And what's driving part of that is lack of housing. And so I think everyone agrees that housing is a major challenge for us, but what can we do to address it?
In Missoula, Dennis Bragg, MTN.